Okay, brilliant. We just had those visuals come through of the Vice President Oshibajo voting at the Victoria Garden City at VGC, about to vote, we understand, at the Victoria Garden City here in Lagos. And those are indeed visuals coming through at that particular polling unit. It does seem that's the Vice President and his wife just seated there. Looks as if an interaction is going on with the wife of the Vice President. But that's the Vice President seated there in white and his traditional black cap. He usually has that all the time. But it does seem to suggest that everywhere is just peaceful, quiet, and people are just sitting around too, while the press are trying as much as possible to get a shot or two. But we'll give you more as soon as we get from that access where the Vice President is voting at VGC here in Lagos.
So one of the things that would give anyone that is interesting to you, Mr. Executive Director Sisla, would be the fact that we have so many people contesting this time around. Do you see the process being cumbersome for the people, the ballot paper, the process they have to go through? Do you think it's something simple for them, or do you think it's complex for the average voter to go through?
The truth of the matter is that we had actually raised this concern. This is the first time in Nigeria we are having this kind of large number of political parties, on our ballot papers. And therefore, there are people who probably this might be a problem to them. But of course, in view of the massive campaign that, took place, I think there are a lot of sizable number of Nigerians who they know the party they are actually, going to look for to thumbprint. But I think, it's very clear, it's very obvious. This is going to constitute, some, challenges for so many voters, because this is the first time we are not used to having this kind of large, political parties in one ballot papers, coming to contest election, or, so therefore, a lot of voters might probably have some challenges, and the logos of some of the parties and the names, sound similar to so many ones, and therefore it is really a big challenge. I think after this election, we must come back and have a national conversation in terms of what do we need to do in order to ensure that, while giving Nigerians the right, to have political parties, but we must put certain standard so that we don't come and waste, public funds, because many of them, they also withdraw. So if you know you are going to withdraw, why did you, get to the extent of getting to the presidential, election? As of last week, some of the presidential candidates, in fact, this week, some presidential aspirants actually withdrew. So for me, those people that actually withdrew had actually not been fair to the Nigerian people and also the Nigerian treasury, because we use a lot of money to do this, So I think going forward, we need to make sure that we put some kind standard, limit in which, you can be qualified to actually run for the presidency, Otherwise, you should bear the cost of, the materials, because you cannot, force us to waste public funds and then, suddenly you now announce withdrawal. I think that is not fair to the Nigerian, treasury. So again, I want to also say that there are some Nigerians who, already they are familiar with their political parties, so it would not be really a major challenges, But of course, those people with some deficiency of even seeing, this might be even a big challenge, and of course, there are other challenges that physically challenged persons, might encounter, in terms of doing this. But all the same, we still hope that we should not really have invalid, voting a lot. We should be able to have sizable number that will make meaning, for the election.
Well, Mr. Rafsanjani, we appreciate that. But some of the information coming through from some of our citizen journalists who are also out there. Now, you do know that we did list some states that we need to focus on, authorities as well, to ensure that things go well. One of them happened to be in Rivers. And now we understand that in Okrika, in Rivers State, incident of images of officials or some security persons who carted away materials, so they were not able to vote. So
those materials were taken away at about 4
a.m. today. Yeah. Now, this is an INEC official who's addressing them concerning what was said.
Another security operation escorted the material. They promised us, they assured us that the material will arrive. It's not express any fear. And we have come here to confirm from all of you that the materials are not yet up to now. That means the material has been smashed. Yes, sir. That is the fact of the matter. Hijacked. Correct? It's correct. Don't worry yourself. INEC has not postponed any election. Elections are going on everywhere in Nigeria. Apart from this ward, these 4 wards in Okrika. Ward 6, 7, 8. That's where the materials are not here, and that means up to now, the materials are not here for you. So, where we don't see the material, that means now, according to law, we are going to work with you. The law, and electoral law.
Okay, so a lot going on there, because first of all, we had some of them sending word that they say it was alleged that Nigerian army officials, with the help of some key party officials of a certain political party, ran away with electoral materials meant for Okrika local government area in Rivers State there. And then they also said that a certain official also colluded with a security official to cut away those materials. But we've not been independently able to confirm that matter. That's why what you saw was an INEC official speaking. But we understand that the vice chairman of Okrika local government area is on the line on the platform, that we can get a word from her about this. Okay, let's, if you can hear us, could you tell us, is it true? What exactly is going on in Okrika local government area now?
The DPO escorted them, and our agents who have to escort them as they were going, they threatened to shoot them, that they will shoot them. And if these people insisted, they will shoot them and said they were trying to smash those papers. That was why the people left, allow peace to reign. But all we saw was that some APCs joined them and went away with the papers. 4 local governments cannot do anything. 4 words in the local government cannot do anything. You can see the disappointment, the sadness it has caused my people. Last week they came, people traveled from far and near. They couldn't even do the election did not hold because it was cancelled, it was postponed. Now this week again, others peacefully are doing their own, while we cannot do our own. You know, you can imagine how the people feel, those who have traveled far and wide to come to vote the man of their choice. But today, they have been denied. But we believe justice will be done. Justice must prevail. And come whatever day they will fix for us, the PDP people, they are ready. We will vote our candidate, and we are going to win by the grace of